the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Across the field on the Lions sideline, Dan Campbell. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
To kick off.
Fun time of year, Halloween just a few days away, but right now we've got some football to play, and away we go. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
A nice season individually last year, fourth straight year with over 4,400 yards passing. But the team missed the playoffs for the first time since 2022. He and the Lions expecting redemption this season.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The numbers for Gibbs from last week, 21 carries, 54 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Play action. It's Goff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Here's Goff. Open man is Noah Brown. There he goes left side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on 1st down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. The try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former Golden Gopher, the rookie from the University of Minnesota.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Looking to put a drive together. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Jones. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. but occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and then take the hit.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Goff now to throw. That'll be caught by St. Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Goff now looking to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
For the Lions.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. A give to the fullback on the dive. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
What a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Black. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Black. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
31-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Black. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Goff. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Brown the motion man right. Goff now looks to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's a carry for Oliver. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Lions take over.
The Lions go back to work as you get a peek at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. In motion goes the tight end. Now Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun. Goff pushes past him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll go down to a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
A give right side for Gibbs. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now it's Goff. Finds Gibbs on a check down. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. To throw is Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ooh, with a juke. And makes it across the 20. Visitors offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First down, Vikings.
Looking to throw. Jones finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Pass complete to Addison. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 20-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Harris is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on Carolina. And this is Matthew Golden. They'll get it out to him left side, and then he'll take it the rest of the way. He'll wind up going 60 yards for the touchdown. The Packers get back to 500. They move to 4-4 with this victory. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is DJ Giddens. He's going to get the ball, get loose into the secondary, and that's all she wrote. He's gone. Chalk it up for a 59-yard touchdown. The Colts on top in this one at halftime. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. In the game you've been watching, it's the veteran Jared Goff who's led the way offensively in the first half. This one, however, tied up at 14 as we get you back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Gets past one man. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And Bigsby once more. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
First down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Take Bigsby with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Vikings 21.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Running lanes were to frame him in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down and 4. Play action. It's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's good for a Lions.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Looking to put a drive together. On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First down, Minnesota.
Throwing, Jones. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Now Jones. And he rifles one incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jones. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Black. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Minnesota.
Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Bigsby will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Bigsby, ball carrier. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
At the 34-yard line.
On the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Nice throw outside the numbers to pick up the first down. It goes down the stat sheet as a short throw, but takes a lot of arm strength to throw it out wide on time. And he made it look easy.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Goff now looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Goff now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Lions on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Goff. To the left side, he finds to slow. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10.
In motion, the tight end. Goff. Got a man. It's Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he finds a man with a crossing route. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Off play action. Here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. Gibbs. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. As the visitors head back out, we take a look at the defensive coordinator for the home team. His guys have the lead, looking to finish strong, and that's been one of his mantras as they get ready to defend this next possession. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Here's 1st and 10. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 52 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Now Jones.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. Now 1st and goal. Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on.
Their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
How about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
Diamond shining on my grill like a flashlight. If you watching me, you wrong. Need to get your cash right. No, little boy, you wrong. You get caught, you get life. And if it's gas, catch you slipping, you get high price to go viral for that Instagram. Car beam, take your life in an instant, man. Round Swiss cheese, mama, whole residence. And you right here riding in the hood like the president. Need to repent, cause you bout to get dealt with. Little cousin gang. I would end up working in the streets. It was said I would end up working in the streets. It was said I would end up working in the streets.
Say hello to the Lord with my sincerest regards. Why the rising tide of troubled waters we cross into the fire and frost when the desire is lost? Is it survivor's remorse that raised higher the course? During the year of the horse, I had so much to resolve, it hung me over. I was fearing the hair of the dog. They keep my homie. I was there when they carried him off. When we buried him, we wrapped him in Nigerian cloth. They told a story about him having a malaria cough. They tried to say he had a that was clearly a torch. I hold the fury so they fear me, but it nearly was boss. Expecting me to be forgiven like it really was squashed. But I have seen so much that I can never be hushed. I've been the bearer of a burden that is heavy as I'm pure legacy, incredibly I'll never be touched. It ain't nowhere to go from here but up. While we were all in denial, and seeing the murderer smile as he was brought in the trial. I watched the vultures circle the weight and the fall of a child, and canines devoured alive, the call of the wild. I couldn't accept the charge for the call of the void, or for progress destroyed over Darwin and Freud. Survival totally could depend on the toss of a coin or a pawn, which organization allows you to join. I live on the borderline like a dishwater blind, or like Malcolm shooting up the head to the Autobahn. I caught a vibe, I would have taken as some sort of sign, or I'm more aligned, but I was running so short of time, and I have felt so much that I am numb to the touch. When their assumptions make it hard for me to function is rough, cause every something I ever wanted was once in my clutch, so ain't nowhere to go from here but up. Why
After all that you've done to me, I'm still glad you came. What a beautiful agony. I'm hooked on the pain as we go round in circles, finding someone to blame. Show me how to get over beautiful agony. Show me how to get over beautiful agony. Alright, I fantasize about a nightmare that I have when I'm around you. When I think I'm gonna die there, then you're standing in my bedroom. Oh, my energy is telling me the writing's on the wall. Yet I'm relieved you called. After all that you've done to me, agony, I'm hooked on the pain as we go round in circles, finding someone to blame. Show me how to get over beautiful agony. Show me how to get over beautiful agony. Show me how to get over. I dream of waking up without this, when the memories are long gone. But the memories are what I miss. I can't remember where we went wrong. Oh, my energy is begging me that after all these years, this only ends in tears. After all that you've done to me, I'm still glad you came. What a beautiful agony. I'm hooked on the pain as we go round in circles, finding someone to blame. Show me how to get over beautiful agony. 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 Show me how to get over beautiful agony.
I'm in the business of misery. Let's take it from the top. She's got a body like an hourglass. Take it.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 Minnesota Vikings.
Along the Bills' sideline, there's head coach Joe Brady. His side coming into this one with a sterling 6-1 record. Running the show across the field, that's the head coach of the Vikings. His guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kate Scott, along with Brock Heward. Kicker Cameron Dicker looks all set down there. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're going to be led out by the first player to have his number retired at the University of Wyoming. And hey, if he keeps playing the way he's been playing in the league, Brock might have it retired by Buffalo in the future, too. Here is Josh Allen.
This offense has done a nice job this year. Top 10 in the league for a reason. Nice complimentary ball. But you know, as a quarterback, when you take that first snap, you're looking across a top 10 defense as well. This might be one of those cases where iron truly sharpens iron.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action now with Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Now Allen off the play action. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Quickly out it goes to Shakir. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Route set. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Allen. Got his man. Shakir has it. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And it'll be first down, Buffalo.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
2nd down throw for Allen. Over the middle and caught by Shakir. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he barrels across for the touchdown.
Carrier. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, certainly credit to the offense there, Brock. On the flip side of things, a slow start defensively from a group who normally runs a really tight ship early in games as they give up 6 on the opening series.
I think you'll find that even your top 5 defenses aren't immune to sometimes bad matchups or really good play calling on the other side. Now it comes down to adjustments they're going to have to make.
Matt Prater for the point after try. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Vikings, nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Ty Felton here to return it. This makes it up to the 25. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. They're going to be led out by their quarterback in his rookie season out of Minnesota.
Got to take that deep breath as a quarterback here, and you really do, Kate. Have to fight the urge to think you got to do this all by yourself, to try to beat this elite defense with just your arm and your brain. It's going to take everybody. That is, in my experience, the only way you defeat a group this good defensively is your collective. It's got to be better than theirs.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 10 carries, 59 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Jones. Right side, caught by Stribley. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Jones. Looking middle, he's got Jefferson. Well, he got the football club, but not the first. That's challenge from the Vikings here. They want the officials to take another look. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful. To earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side.
Come on, come on.
They'll run for this. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's some great field position.
Result of the play.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
He's tackled.
Allen setting up play action. He's got this complete to James Cook. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. That was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. That finds Davis, complete. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Allen's pass complete to Ray Davis.
Even among all the drives that have come across this winning streak, Brock, these early scores, they just stand out. That is tough to do no matter how many wins you've had in a row.
Yeah, that's true. And we see this in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Every year, these teams that just kind of take shape before our eyes, and they just believe in themselves, and this team is humming right now.
That one splits the uprights. It's a 14-0 game here early. Now Prater on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Gino Stone on the coverage.
Now Jones. Buying some time right. Oh, he's going to run for it. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. And that is a Vikings first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jones now to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Beck.
So I think it's so perfectly encapsulated. Hawk, that ball is in the air, and he has a feel for where it's going, and he knows how to finish the deal.
They'll start with a give to Davis. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. We have an injured player out there now, and it's DJ Moore who's being looked at after being shaken up. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Buffalo.
And he sent a man in motion. Davis gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Davis gets it on the draw. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to first.
Josh Metellus on the tackle. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bills.
They'll go again with Davis. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Ray Davis, the Bills ball carrier. Brought down at the 18-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
It's second and 8.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early lead for the Bills. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. About to begin the second here, the Bills definitely thinking points. Working on second down. Allen. This one's caught. This is scooped up by the Vikings.
Well, some of his teammates, maybe over there on the sidelines, resigned themselves to giving up some points. He sure did not. He managed to line up one heck of a big hit right there, right near the goal line that not only saves them 6 points, Kate, and now gives them a chance to go get 6 of their own.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to be a Minnesota first down. Jones upping the pace here.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 32.
Harris gets it on the draw. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing here, Jones. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down. Here's Jones to throw. And that one's going to fall incomplete. That forces fourth down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Now Jones on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now Allen. Gets made right side by Coleman. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You can just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on second down. He motioned the tight end over. Second down run by Davis. He finds space into the red zone, and he has this all the way down at the 14-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20, and the Bills' first down.
Throw is caught. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. Davis. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Made a great read by the defense there. They attacked and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. They go to him again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Stuffed once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal. Back to throw now, Allen. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dalton Kincaid. Number 10 of his NFL career. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now Prater on to send it away. Felton now to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. A carry by Harris here to start the drive. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. And that was Dorian Williams with the stop. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Jones looking to throw. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
To throw, here's Jones. Stribling's got it. They get to him, he's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that's going to give the Vikings a 1st down.
A gain of 10
New set of downs from 37.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Harris gets it on the counter. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that is a Vikings 1st down.
16 more yards. That's another Vikings 1st first down. First and 10 at the
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. Hit there, it is forced out. Gain of about 15 before it. And that's going to be a Minnesota first down.
That's another Vikings first down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And a good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8. Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. On the 24, Jones. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he loses it on the hit. That was a good play to break up that catch, and that forces them to 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Gets it to his fullback. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know that was exactly what the defense talked about on the sidelines, getting ready for that drive. Let's send a message from the jump, and let's hit them hard.
Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first.
Josh Metellus
All set to go now from the 35.
A gain of 7. First down, Buffalo.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. He's not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Back to the line they come. 2nd down. Allen to throw. That's more of the catch out left. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Buffalo coming up with a big gain. 36 yards.
36 yards. First down, Bill.
Allen looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Coleman. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Allen setting up 1st and 10 as he approaches 200 yards passing in his opening half. Running out of the gun with Davis. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Now bring the tight end in motion. And Allen will hold on to this. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And that's incomplete, so the defense forces 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back. We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Now Prater on to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Jones. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. He's taken down after reaching the 30. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And it's 3rd down now. Now Jones. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they're going to have the 1st down. Nice chunky yards there. Give them about 17 of them. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Jones now to throw. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to him. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. A great weekend of football behind us. In case you missed any of the action, let's recap it for you. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The 49ers at home to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's the veteran, Mike Evans. We see so many of these, a run-pass option. They go for the pass, and it was the right decision. And that's a 61-yard touchdown grab. The Niners move their mark to 7-1, looking good as they get the win. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And it's JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba. They're going to get it out to him on the right side and then watch him do the rest. Whoa, is he fun to watch. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Seahawks close out the first half of the season with a victory as they move to 6-3 on the year. Lastly, time to take a look at our final impact player from the first half of the season, and we'll give the nod to this man. And this is the reigning league MVP, Matthew Stafford. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Rams move back to within a game of 500 at 4-5 with this win. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half from the former MVP, Josh Allen. His guys on their way potentially to a 5th straight win. And for the call of the second half, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Prater on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Dancing past him. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Pressure gets there. The defense gets home. He's dropped to the 14. Daquan Jones. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Escapes the pocket. And this throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long for him here. Well, they had the look. Shirley didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. Now. We all knew the odds weren't great for them getting a first down, Brock, but they're not just going to give up the drive, walk over to the sideline. So took their shot, didn't work out.
So what you're saying is they didn't throw up the white flag, they threw up the bomb, it just didn't hit.
Exactly. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Well, you've taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Another one for Cook. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Motioning the tight end now. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And as we get a look at how their last 4 drives have gone, partner, still waiting for the first touchdown or field goal for them. They've kept finding ways, it feels like, not to score, right? But we would all agree it's time to find a strategy that will get them on the board. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Jones to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings a first down.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And go play fake with Jones. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Dorian Williams on the coverage.
Throwing here, Jones. He rolls to his right. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down.
Results in a
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. Now Jones on 4th down. Forced out to his right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And this is going to be 1st down all the way inside the 40. What a play call that was on 4th. Trying to work quickly now.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. When you talk about great starts to a season, Brock, this one has got to be on that list somewhere. And if not, he will be after bringing in his 4th interception right there.
Bunch of time left in this year before the playoffs arrive. You know what he's saying? If you're not going to include me in the conversation, I'm going to force my way into it.
Let's go. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run it with Cook. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Caught for a moment, but the hit knocks that out. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. And they get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Play action now with Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock gets 2nd down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. And up from the pistol to Cook. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17, and that's going to give the Bills the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 now for Allen. And that last completion putting him right near 2,000 yards for the year. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock gets 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Davis up the middle. And he's going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Ray Davis, his 2nd of the game. First one he's running on the ground. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Prater there with a point after. And they continue piling onto this lead.
31, Vikings nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions, and while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. McCarthy looking to throw. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
At the same spot after the incompletion, it's second down. Now McCarthy. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. Matching last week's effort with that sack. So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. On the move, headed right. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing fourth down coming up. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Slot man motioned over. Throwing here, Allen. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bills have a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Allen setting up first and 10. And just getting word from my statistician, Dan Kitchen, that he reached 2,000 passing yards for the season on that last play. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air on third and long. Making the call himself. Jukes away from one. Stops there, but that gets them the first big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A give left side. Here's Davis. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
And they just get the play off. Gets this to Kincaid. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. It's a designated keeper for Allen. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
A 34-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Prater on to send it away. Felton now to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out come the Vikings for their next possession. Let's take a look at their upcoming schedule. First, they're going to be at Green Bay. Then they're at the 49ers. And after that, they're going to return home ahead of a date with the Falcons. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. This is a heater going deep. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out. You're 2nd and 10 from the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. And he's going to try another deep one here. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, and now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. They'll air it out on 3rd. Hit in this throw is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's 4th down. Desperation time here. Right side, caught by Stribley. And the 4th down gain takes him across midfield to the opposing 40. And they've got a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 39 yards.
Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's McCarthy to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd down.
I can understand still trying to put something together here offensively, find some kind of confidence, because it's been rough, both on the scoreboard and the turnovers. Not the kind of offensive effort they were looking for.
Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
3rd down and 10 yards.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Give him about 23 on that play. And that is a Vikings 1st down.
23 yards. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
He brings it in. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. McCarthy keeping the pedal down.
It's a gain of 4.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Setting up the running back screen. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They snap it to McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal.
That's another Vikings first down.
McCarthy throwing here. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Bradley Chubb. And that backs them up to the 7-yard line. Second and goal. McCarthy to throw it. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are...
And at least they'll avoid the shutout here. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dejon Stribling, his third of the year. Well, win probabilities aren't going to move an inch after that one, Brock. This game over a long time ago, and that touchdown, that's not going to change it.
No, the only thing you hope is it gives you a little goodwill, a little good feeling heading into next week, because this one's been disappointing for them today.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. They're going down swinging. We see here, getting ready for an onside kick. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. And they're even able to add some yards on after they brought that one in. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock?
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
First down from the 42. Handoff here to Davis. Escapes a defender. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Pitch play. Davis. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They've got the first down.
In this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work. And what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Running left is Davis. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
27-yard line.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Going right back to Davis. And he'll fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Third and long. They're going to throw. He's going to run for it. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. Well, lately, Brock, it feels like the competition hasn't been between these guys and their opponents. It's between them and their own defense. Who's going to contribute more to this blowout by the time we hear that final whistle?
This is called complimentary ball with a capital C.
Prater on for the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They have their lead by 1.
Viking 6.
Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Vikings take over first and
The
10.
Vikings taking the field on offense.
24-yard line.
And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Brought in left side by Jefferson. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that's going to be a Minnesota first down. And before the snap, the officials whistle that play dead. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Vikings trying to do some window dressing. All set to go now from the 35. Here's McCarthy on first and 10. Chased out to his right. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts, and that'll bring up second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They'll throw third and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
They needed a lot more out of this offense in this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, either way, that was going to be a big gain, Brock. But of course they're going to credit their quarterback, right? Take the completion over that penalty.
Yep, had those stats. You know, you run that route, Kate, to try and stretch out a defense, maybe even draw that kind of penalty. But put a gold star by his effort. Not only did he do that, he made the play as well.
Right side, reeled in by Pitts. Good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8. Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
That's another Vikings first down. First and
from the red zone now.
9-yard line.
Has it in close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
A gain of 7.
Setting up second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
McCarthy looking to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Third and goal for McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but the contact forces it free, incomplete. And now they're left staring down this fourth and goal. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
And goal.
Desperation time here on fourth. Buys time, rolling right. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
but they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Here's McCarthy leading them to the line. They're going for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Bills 41, Vikings 12. Cameron
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. They'll start with a give to Davis. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second down run by Davis. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Third and just 2 to go. They'll go again with Davis. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. The Bills with a punt team out there. And they could really use a good one here. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Vikings now set to take the field. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. The left side is caught by Stribley. And a good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings first down.
Now McCarthy. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And it sets up second down. From the gun, a run for Black.
Kalen Black, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and
So the Bills
10.
fight their way to a win on the road. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.